Hello and welcome. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Pawn to e4 is the best move.
Pawn to d5 is the best move.
This is a book move. The opening is called Queen's Gambit.
Pawn to c6.
Knight to f3.
Knight to f6.
Pawn to e3.
Pawn to e6.
Developing the knight to a strong central square, supporting the pawn on d4, and preparing to control the pawn to d5 square, while also eyeing the pawn to d5 pawn and potentially putting pressure on black's position.
Knight from file b to d7 is best. This develops a knight.
Bishop to d3 is the best move.
Bishop to d6 is best. This develops a bishop.
Preparing to develop the queenside pieces and controlling the pawn to d5 square, while also supporting the pawn on d4. This move also slightly weakens the b-file, but is a minor price to pay for the strategic benefits.
Kingside castle is best.
Bishop to e2.
Pawn to e5 is the best move.
Bishop to b2.
Bishop to b7.
Kingside castle.
Queen to e7 is a strong move that puts pressure on black's position, preparing to develop the rest of the pieces and control the centre. It also pins black's knight on f6, making it difficult for them to move without losing material.
I played rook from file to e1 to prepare for the potential pawn storm on the queenside, supporting the central pawn on pawn to d4 and putting pressure on black's position. This move also slightly weakens my kingside pawn structure, but I believe the benefits outweigh the risks.
Pawn to c5 is best. This offers a trade.
Pawn captures on d5.
I play pawn captures on d4 to challenge Zhang's control of the centre and create space for my pieces to develop. The pin on Zhang's knight also makes it difficult for him to respond effectively.
Knight captures on d4 is the best move.
Knight captures on d5 is best.
Knight captures on d5 is best. This is a trade.
Bishop captures on d5 is the best move.
Bishop to f3 is a solid choice, pinning the knight on pawn to d5 and preparing to develop the rest of the pieces. It also supports the central pawn structure and prepares to potentially play pawn to d4 in the future.
Bishop captures on f3.
Knight captures on f3 is the best move.
Rook from file to c8 is best. This attacks the queen. This develops a rook. By placing the rook on an open file, it controls important columns. This move gains a tempo.
Queen to e2.
Bishop to a3 is the best move.
Rook to d1 is the best move.
Queen to b7 is a clever move that attacks Zhang's pawn on d4, forcing him to respond to the pin on his knight on f6. This move also prepares to develop the queenside pieces and puts pressure on Zhang's position.
Bishop captures on f6 is the best move.
Rook captures on c1 is excellent. This is a trade. This pins a piece of the opponent to their king. Rook from file f to d8 is best. This defends a bishop on d6. By placing the rook on an open file, it controls important columns.
Rook captures on c1 is best. By placing the rook on an open file, it controls important columns.
Rook to c8 is best. This offers a trade. By placing the rook on an open file, it controls important columns.
Queen to d1 is excellent. This attacks the bishop. Rook captures on c8 check is best. This is a trade.
Rook captures on c1.
Queen captures on c1 is best. This defends a bishop on b12.
Knight to d7 is excellent. This offers a trade. Queen to a6 is best. This attacks the pawn.
Queen to c6 is the best move. The game is over. It ended in a draw.